Okay, on the back of your page, we need to recall a few properties that we're going to need to use to create the next lines. First of all, we know something about the slope of parallel lines, and we also know something about the slope of perpendicular lines. Take a moment and see if you can remember those properties. Hopefully you've remembered that the slope of the parallel lines are the same. And that's because they have to have the same steepness to be parallel, because they kind of run beside each other like railroad tracks. Perpendicular lines don't have the same slope because they run the opposite way. If I have a pair of perpendicular lines, one of them is going to go up while the other one goes down. And that means that the slopes need to be negatives of each other. So if I give you a positive slope, the perpendicular slope would be negative. If I give you a negative slope, the perpendicular slope will be positive. They have to be different signs. And the other thing is that if I flip a perpendicular line, this very, very steep line, the perpendicular line would be much more flat. And that's because I'm going to flip over the slope numbers. And we have a fancy word for flipping over a fraction. It's called reciprocal. So reciprocals means flip fraction. Now we talked about this on the front of the page. When I'm on the x-axis and I have an x-intercept, I haven't gone up or down, and that means that the y value has to be 0. Similarly, if I'm at the y-intercept on the y-axis, I haven't moved left or right, so the x value has to be 0. And we're going to use those ideas today in example 2. Example 2 tells us that line A is y equals 3x plus 2, and line B is y equals negative 2x plus 1. The first part of the question asks us to find line C. And line C is parallel to line A, but has the same y-intercept as line B. In order to do this, I'm going to first find the slope. Now, I know that the slope, because it's parallel to line A, it's the same as line A. And if I take a look at the equation, line A, I see that the slope is 3. So I now know that my slope is 3. Next, I'm going to take a look at the y-intercept. I know that the y-intercept is the same as line B. And so I know that taking a look at line B, the y-intercept is positive 1, so my b value, my b value is positive 1. So it's easy now to put this together into an equation of a line. I know that y equals mx plus b, and my m value is 3, my b value is 1, and that is the equation of the line. This question did not ask me to put it into standard form, so I can stop there. The next part of the question asks us to find line D. Now, line D is perpendicular to line B, but has the same y-intercept as line A. So again, we're going to start by finding our slope. I know that it's perpendicular to line B, so it's the negative reciprocal of line B. Line B's slope is a negative 2. So that tells me that I'm going to take negative 2 and I'm going to flip the sign. So it was negative, it's going to become positive. And I'm also going to flip the fraction. Now 2 is the same as 2 over 1. So I'll flip that over to 1 over 2. And that is going to be my slope. For the y-intercept, I know that it is the same as line A. Line A's y-intercept was positive 2, so I know that my b value is positive 2. And then again, I can put that together in my y equals mx plus b. And I get y equals 1/2 x plus 2. And that is the end. I'm done right there because the question did not ask me to do standard form. You can find your homework on Schoology. Good luck, and I will be back tomorrow to answer any of your questions.